All right, welcome to the after show. This edition is featuring none other than the mighty supergroup Asia, who are back and rocking after a 5-year layoff. This time around, Asia was at the Fallsview Casino on OLG stage, and it featured obviously the only original member left, Mr. Jeffrey Downs, on keyboards, and he brought a whole slew of new people with him here. I don't know. It was a mixed feelings kind of show. It was good that it was good to see Asia back, number one, and it was also great to see the band sounding really good. And that's the other thing that I thought that really stood out from the night here was how good they actually sounded. And obviously, um, let's go through the lineup that was surrounding Jeff Downs on stage last night. John Mitchell on guitar, who obviously played with both Downs and John Wetton in Icon. None other, also drummer extraordinaire, Virgil Donati, who also played with UK with John Wetton at one point, also played with Steve Vai and Alan Holdsworth at times there on drums. I thought he played a big part in putting together a great sounding set last night. And on bass and vocals, none other than a newcomer, Harry Whitley, joining the band on stage. And I'll say this kid definitely put on a great performance. If you get a chance to see this tour, definitely listen to his version of "Smile Has Left Your Eyes." Man, oh man, does that really remind you very eerily of the performance that Wetton would put on there. Just amazing. And this tour, Carl Palmer, drummer, original drummer, was unable to do it because he's out on the road doing his ELP show. So he gave his blessing there. And it was just a solid night of music. Obviously they had Curved Air opened, went on first. Martin Turner, from formerly of Wishbone Ash, came on there and put on a 45-minute set, focused on a lot of the songs that he was famous for in his tenure during the band. And then Focus brought up the rear with a set ending with their famous Hocus Pocus before turning the stage over to Asia. And Asia played I think it was about a 70-minute set. Included a lot of the classics. There was definitely a lot of the big hits obviously were there, but they actually were able to play a lot of other songs that you wouldn't have expected them to play at this point. They mixed in not only the standards of the typical hits, Don't Cry, uh, Smile Has Left Your Eyes, like I mentioned, Only Time Will Tell, Soul Survivor. But they mixed in a few gems that the band never really played a lot during its time, like Go and Voice of America. That was another great song that night. And a great cover of the Buggles' Video Killed the Radio Star. It was probably the best version I heard any version of Asia do. Definitely sounded really well, really good there. And opening up with something a little different, Wildest Dreams and Here Comes the Feeling back to back was pretty cool. Because they usually open up a lot of times with Time Again was one of the big songs that always seemed to open up an Asia show. So overall, I would say definitely, if you were on the fence about seeing this show, I definitely recommend it. I thought it was a really good show. Um, Everybody performed, really, really well. And it's just a shame, obviously that we lost John Wetton, but we kind of this whole tour that it designated the Heat of the Moment tour, the Year of the Dragon, which was the same. It was also the Year of the Dragon when the band first got together in 1982. So Jeff Downs stated, perfect timing. it definitely was meant to be, and pretty cool overall package. For this type of music. So who knows where the future lies after this with Asia, but it was good to see, like Down said, he felt it was time to, kind of introduce the band to maybe some newer fans who maybe never got the chance to see the band perform any of the hits or never got to see them live. And it also paid a kind of like a way to celebrate John Wetton one more time. Uh, Definitely a tip to the hat uh, kind of thing to John because there's no doubt he is missed, and it's not easy going in there like Harry Whitley did to try to fill the shoes. He doesn't really look at it from that perspective. Like he has said during the show, he hopes that he wished that John was there and he was just sitting in the crowd watching it. And that's basically what everybody feels. But obviously life goes on, and it's good to see. As long as a tribute or a band that carries on goes about it the right way, and I think they definitely did here. I really thought Downs did a great job on setting this whole tour up, and you know, just a good overall feeling after seeing this tour. So definitely don't hesitate if you get a chance in your area. They'll be on tour at this point up until the end of the month. Their last show is slated to be in Milwaukee on July 31st. So between now and then, I think there's 21 dates in all. Last night was the second date of the tour in Niagara Falls. They opened the day before in Connecticut at the Ridgefield Playhouse, and many more cities to come, including the Paramount in Huntington, New York, the Bergen Performing Arts Center in Englewood, New Jersey, Atlantic City, New Jersey, playing Nashville, Orlando, Tampa, Huntsville, Alabama. So there's a lot of places you can go check this show out, and we definitely highly recommend it. So this is Joe signing off from the after show. Leave your comments in the leave any comments you have in the post there of your take if you happen to catch this tour. Definitely like to hear what others have to say about what their thoughts are regarding this whole tour, and be looking forward to hearing from you guys. All right. So till next time, this is Joe signing off from the after show.